Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, since I've been getting a lot of injuries recently, which isn't actually brilliant, but I thought it would make sense to do a video on how you can avoid injuries, because I know there's a lot of you out there that are very worried about getting injuries. So this is the place to be if you want to learn how to avoid them. So thing number one is the 10% rule. Now, you may have heard about this before. Basically what the 10% rule is you all about your weekly mileage. So if you're say running 20 kilometers in a week, don't increase that by any more than 2 kilometers for the next, because that's obviously 10% of 20, so that will be your goal for the following week. And don't forget to actually maximum that amount, so try to stay underneath that if possible, just to play things 100% safe. Rule number 2 is your warm up and cool down. Now, they're very underrated warm ups and cool downs because people don't want to use up all their energy before they've actually got out the door and started training. So people often skip them out and they don't do anything, and then they're running cold, which is an absolute big no, because all that's going to do is going to cause muscles to get strained, and you can even pull the muscle, which is not good, which is going to leave you out training for weeks, which is not great at all. So make sure that you do a warm up and cool down for any run, no matter how easy it is, just to avoid any injuries at all. I'll be putting a video of a warm up and cool down very, very soon, so make sure you watch out for that. Rule number 3 is strength conditioning training. Now, a lot of people don't really know what that is. Basically, all it is a workout like you do in a gym. So maybe you get some weights out and do a bit of weightlifting. Only light stuff, so you don't want to do too much, which is gonna make you really tired for your runs, but enough to tune your body to keep it in nice shape. Because obviously if you're nice and toned, yeah, it's going to be easy to run, but that's not saying if you're not really thin or muscly that you can't run really well, because that's a complete false allegation. So just maybe once a week, that's all I do, is maybe do some sit-ups and push-ups just to keep the body strong, because that also takes pressure off of your joints, because otherwise it's putting loads of pressure on your joints because your muscles can't hold it. So just make sure you always do that every week. Now the 4th rule is make sure you do foam rolling. Now, I personally try and aim to do this every single day. When I'm just in the evenings, just get out my foam roller and roll out all my muscles. Because if there's any niggles or anything like a slight knot, that is basically all it is a tight muscle. And if you leave that tight muscle and ignore it, what's going to happen is that's eventually going to snap. That's all that's going to happen. So just imagine it like a rope. The more and more you use that rope with a knot in it, the tighter it's going to get. So eventually it wears out and it snaps. It's exactly the same with your muscles. So make sure you look after them and you foam roll as much as you can. I'll be doing a video on that as well. Rule number 5 is listen to your body. Now this is something I've lacked in for a very long time. I had a problem with my heel a couple of years back, and it was always there, and I just kept running through it because I actually had a martial arts black belt testing coming up, so I didn't want to miss anything. But actually that just caused loads of problems, and then I had to have several weeks off. But I was thinking, if I just took a few weeks off in the first place, I'd have probably been even stronger. So just make sure you look out for any slightest thing. So maybe even today, if I feel a slight niggle in something, maybe in my knee, I'm going to stop straight away. I'm not going to take any chances. I'm just going to take up the speed and walk back home and live to fight another day, basically, because you don't want to ruin your body, because you want to build your muscles up, not grind yourself down, because people often get the wrong concept of what it's all about. So make sure that you're always improving even if that's just going out for like jogging. So just make sure you always listen to your body. If you have any doubts, don't train. And those are my key points for staying injury free. Now, obviously this isn't saying that you're going to stay injury free all the time, because there's some injuries obviously you can't avoid, because like me, for the past week, this is currently Saturday, and since Sunday last week I've been completely off training because I went over my ankle, and that's nothing wrong I was doing in my training. That was just simply not watching where I was going. And you can't avoid absolutely everything, can you? Because you're human at the end of the day. So you're going to get injuries every now and again. But the thing is, it's just back to my 5th point of listening to your body. So if I went over my ankle, if I kept going, I wouldn't be running now. So it just shows that last point is very, very important, because it's a very good point to get you back to training as quickly as possible. Especially with me, because on Monday I'm starting my training block for my sub-19 5k on the 14th of March in this exact park, Great Denham Park. Amazing park, very, very flat. I'm just doing a 10k at the moment actually. This is only part of my route before I go back into Kempston. So yeah, there's 2.5k around exactly, so it's very, very convenient if you want to do any workouts. So that's it for today in this video. I'm sorry if I have been a bit quiet recently, but obviously it's my injury, there's limited things I can do. But I thought this was very apt, since I had several injuries. I had my knee injury, my hip injury. I haven't had a good time so far, but hopefully if I listen to myself and take my inputs on board, everything should be fine. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to share, like, comment and subscribe. And I will see you next week, I think. Not too sure what I'm doing yet, but I'm sure I'll know very, very soon. So thank you very much, and goodbye.